This following video is all alleged. This is what I've read online, and it also from what I've heard from really reliable gamer drama sources. So again, these are not my words, and I cannot be held accountable for anything in this video. Thank you.
All right, guys. The Smash community is just eating itself alive. Okay, I think, you know, as a gamer, I've been a gamer my entire life, and I've never really fucked with the Smash community, and I think a lot of people haven't, just because it's like so weird and competitive. But they're really showing the world like how psycho, retarded, and creepy they are. Now, one of my fans, they turned me on to this guy, CaptainZack. I've never heard of this fucking dude, but he had an insane post where he ousted one of the most famous Smash players of all time, Nairo, and of course everyone has heard of him. He had an insane post where he talks about how he sucked off Nairo when he was 15 years old and Nairo was 20. Now, I've seen a lot of posts of people like defending Nairo because he was 20, Zach was 15, and a lot of people are saying, you know, in my country, whatever, it's not that bad. Let me just say that those are probably the same people that are calling fucking Zero disgusting, okay? I think the difference is Zero was hated and Nairo was like beloved, you know? Let's be honest. If you're 20, I don't care if you're gay. I mean, I know that it's different in the gay community, like, but you shouldn't be letting 15-year-olds suck off your fucking dick and drink your cum. It's fucking disgusting. And the fact that he did it, he should have the same amount of hate as Zero. And Zero's like probably is like in his room by himself with like a noose around his neck by now. And like people are out here defending Nairo. It's fucking bullshit. But anyway, let me read you some of CaptainZack's tweets. He was like, okay, let me get in here. He said, so, you know, at Dreamland, I was up on Nairo basically the whole time. This fucker's like, yeah. He was like, Saturday and Sunday, I sucked his dick. And the guy's like, yo, that's fucking sick, dude. I mean, as a 15-year-old, you're like, yo, that's awesome, you know. Sucking dick when you're gay and you're 15, like, that's what you dream about. Let me just say, like, okay, Dreamland. I've never heard of this shit. I looked it up. CEO Dreamland, just so you know, you have fucking pedo shit going on at your tournaments, okay? Is anyone going to hold them accountable for, like, being a cesspool of, like, pedo shit? And a lot of people are saying, you know, ban kids from Smash tournaments. And I'm like, what? You're going to ban kids from a little kid baby Nintendo tournament? Like, maybe separate the adults first. But it's just my opinion. So, CaptainZack kind of just was like, fuck it. And he posted about it. He's like, oh, no, I don't want Nairo to be banned. Well, guess what, dude? He's fucking banned. And people are coming after CaptainZack. They're like, dude, this fucker, he fixes tournaments. He conspires with other people. A lot of people say that he threatened Nairo and told him he better throw the tournament or he's going to tell everyone about how he sucked his dick. I can't confirm that, but I have some really reliable gamer drama sources telling me that. Now, we're going to skip over to Dr. Piggy. Now, I had no idea who this dumb bitch was. I saw this video she posted. And I was like, oh, I know exactly the kind of bitch this girl is. You know, this is all I really needed to look at to kind of get a vibe, you know, guys, you know what I'm saying. So Dr. Piggy, I had to look up who she was. She was talking about how she's been really proud of the things that the Smash Code of Conduct has done and the investigations, and I'm like, you're proud of the Smash Code of Conduct? Dude, you have the most disgusting scene in the entire world. So I don't know what you're fucking bragging about. So CaptainZack posted this thing about he apologized to Allie. Now, Allie was this other fucking person that was abused, not as famous, but there were screenshots posted of CaptainZack apologizing, and Dr. Piggy is so insane. She took this as like a conspired, like a secret plot against her and the COC to like get her removed. I think she's freaking out she's gonna get fired, and honestly she should get fired. Okay, she's taking a break here, she's not gonna be around for 10 days. That's great. You know, as the code of conduct director, you really want to take a break for 10 days when your shit is fucking exploding. Yeah, that's some really good like code of conduct shit right there. You know, just leave. That's what I would do. I'm not judging her. I would probably just fucking cancel all my shit. But we're gonna skip over to fucking Mew2King. Now Mew2King, dude, this guy. If there's been a martyr of this fucking story, it's not fucking that Asian bitch. Is this dude, okay? So this dude, he got accused of coming on bitches at these tournaments. Just the fact that you could get accused of this and people would believe it is just insane in itself. That's just so common. Everyone's like, oh, of course he did. Of course he cummed on some like little kid. So Mew2King, he had to make this video where he had to admit that he was circumcised so badly that they basically just cut his little dick off. And the doctor, I guess, was just like, oops, you know. And he didn't really know how bad it was till he looked it up a couple years later, and he's been suicidal ever since. So this dude had to admit to the public, you know, and let's be honest, like, admitting this to the public is like dangling like a fucking cooked pig in front of like starving coyotes. Okay, he had to admit that he couldn't have raped a bitch because his dick is completely broken, and I really feel for this dude. Every guy's worst nightmare. Every guy has sat up at night wondering like, what if my dick falls off? And like, I would say 99% of guys are probably just like, well, I'll just kill myself. Okay, we've all had that thought. So I give this guy credit for not killing himself, you know, becoming something, because like, you got to understand, like, what is the motivation of being famous when you're not, like, smashing, like, hot girls? I mean, and I'm not saying underage girls. Like, I'm not a psycho like these little fucking gamers. But, yeah, shit is crazy. Dr. Piggy, you should be held accountable. Like, she's so narcissistic, she thinks, like, people apologizing is a plot against her. CaptainZack is a total scumbag as well. I understand he was abused as well, but he's done a lot of transgressions. I might go over that in the next video once I get some more information. I got a couple people kind of feeding me this shit, because like a lot of people they want to know what's going on in the Smash community, but they look up this shit and it's a bunch of like autistic fuckers who like can barely spread information amongst themselves. So like how's the public supposed to understand what's going on? So all right gamers,